What is up guys, my name is Paul and welcome back to the channel, and in today's episode I'm going to show you how you can take an old monitor and use some of its components to create a bezel-free kit. Let's get stuck in. So a bezel-free kit, guys, is designed to literally hide the bezels between your triple screen setup for sim racing. And how this works is it uses these special refraction sheets which are used to reflect light in a certain way. There are kits out there that exist, some expensive from brands that we know, but very hard to get our hands on and cost a fortune. There are some cheaper options out there. I decided to go the DIY route. All you'll really need for this process is an old broken monitor, preferably not shattered, but a non-functional LED monitor or TV, preferably a monitor, as I can confirm most monitors have these refraction sheets I'm talking about on the inside. Possibly get one or two components 3D printed. I decided to go and get these little brackets 3D printed just so that I had something to mount these refraction sheets to. So unfortunately guys, every single monitor is different, and literally as you watch this is the first time I'm cracking it open. I had no idea what to expect, but most of the components are the same. I started just working my way, undoing the screws on the frame and the chassis around, where I made my way into removing certain PCB boards, motherboard, etc. out the way. And as you dig deeper in, once you crack open this aluminium frame or steel frame, you will come across the actual glass panel. Now we want to be careful to move that out the way. You don't want to break glass anywhere or drop that, so move that out the way. And underneath here we will find a couple of sheets. Do not be fooled, not all these sheets are the same. You are looking for the special reflective refraction sheet, which has got a very silver side to it and then a kind of see-through side to it. Do not be fooled. I at first thought I had multiple in this monitor. I did not. There's another kind of protective sheet in there that does not serve the same purpose. Let's toss that aside. And here we go guys, this is exactly what we are looking for, where you can see the silvery side on one side and a more see-through side on the other side. Not sure if it's coming through on camera, but this is what we need. So please note guys, you want to have the more silver side facing the screen and the more see-through side aiming at you. And please note, when I hang this over, look at the orientation. Currently it's doubling it at the top, but as I flip this paper, check how it's doubled it to the left or to the right. So we want to cut this vertically. I went and measured up the length of what I required, which was about 38 centimeters lengthwise, and width I went a bit overboard. I've cut these to about 10 centimeters wide. It's probably not necessary. I could have cut these to about 6 centimeters, but I went overboard as this is the first time I'm doing it, and also I have very thick bezels. Each bezel on my old monitors are 2 centimeters each. That means I have 4 centimeters of bezel to try and hide. So after a quick test fit, I can already see things are working. They are not perfect as you can see in this video, but check the A/B comparison, where you'll notice on the right the standard bezel as it was, and you notice to the left I've stuck on the DIY bezel-free kit, and check how it has hidden the bezels almost entirely. Now I know this might not come across perfectly on camera, but trust me, once in the seated position, it is actually mind-boggling how well this works. So here you can see me in a right-hand drive vehicle, and you can see, you know, what the bezel-free kit is doing. Obviously from the angle of the GoPro it might not look amazing, but I can tell you in the seated position, I'm so blown away. It's obviously it's not perfect, it's nowhere near perfect. The angles are slightly funny. I can see the bezel reflection ever so slightly, but you know, when you're focusing, looking straight up forward, you kind of become numb to what's happening on your sides. You definitely know that the bezels are no longer there. You don't notice the two slightly fuzzier bezel-free kits. So yeah, I mean, if I just look around a little bit, I know it won't look perfect for you guys as you're not at the same angle exactly as my eyes, but yeah, I'm very, very impressed with this so far. Whatever resolution you are running at, do not use a bezel corrected resolution. You would want to revert to what your screen resolutions would be without bezel correction, because obviously now the kit is physically doing a bezel correction for you. Now I'm gonna go ahead and jump over into a left-hand drive vehicle just to show you guys what I'm kind of experiencing. All right, here we have me in a left-hand drive vehicle, and it is a little bit more noticeable once you're in a left-hand drive vehicle because now this is in the middle of the screen. Also, to be fair, the right, I believe my right monitor is at a slightly different angle to my left one, which isn't great, but it is obviously affecting the bezel-free kit. But still, if I look directly forward, this feels like one big screen to me in the seating position. You do not notice the bezel correction kit, the bezel-free kit. Currently, I've just taped them up and will come up with a more permanent solution, whether I drill some holes into the brackets I made and use some screws, or whether I just use some double-sided tape. Regardless, it works. It is not perfect, guys, but if you're looking to try and hide your bezels, this works. Now, the argument might be, but hang on, you've got two bezel-free kits now which cause a bit of a blur. Yes, they do cause a bit of a blur when trying to hide your bezels, but when looking straight down your center screen when racing, if you focus down the middle, this now looks like one screen to me. You cannot pick up that there's a bezel-free kit there, and you no longer see your bezels. So I am actually very, very impressed with this. Obviously, I can play around with it. I have noticed that the best approach is actually not to have this kit flush against your screens. Mine are slightly bowing outwards towards me, which then closes the gap with the bezels. You might not have that issue because you may have much thinner bezels than me. So final thoughts, guys. I really do think this does work. It's not perfect. I still need to play around with it, but you know, instead of spending all that money on the existing kit, I'd rather you buy the cheaper kits or do a DIY option like I have done. This has cost me almost nothing. In fact, I was lucky enough to pick up the monitor from a friend, knowing it was a broken monitor, and simply got those brackets 3D printed, which was extremely low cost. I will even leave the link to the printable 3D parts for the mounts in the description if anybody would like to try this themselves. And yeah, it works, guys. It's created one large screen. It's not perfect. You will have some fuzzy areas, but when focusing down the middle and your peripheral just catching your side screens, you no longer notice your bezels are gone, and you no longer notice that slight fuzziness that the bezel-free kit has created. I think it's worth it. It's just a bit of fun, and it makes it a little bit more immersive. Cool. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell as we continue this journey in sim racing on a budget. Check you on the next one.